welcome to the channel. We are doing my June inked up,
Yes.
and Mom is going to do my writing samples because I think it's far more fun. Plus, a lot of what I've got inked up this month you haven't gotten to play with yet. A
No,
lot
I
of it's
haven't.
new or newly inked up. So this should be a lot of fun.
I'm pretty excited about a couple of them.
All right.
Okay.
I have my super secret list of everything that's inked up because it's really easy for me to figure out what I've got inked up when I'm holding the pen. It's a lot
Right.
harder for me to be able to tell somebody what the pen is.
Okay.
So I have the list and let's get into this.
I take it I'm starting from the top.
Start from the top.
Okay.
They are in order. This is the Benu Euphoria Gold Spot exclusive margarita.
So what do you want me writing?
You
Benu Euphoria Gold Spot exclusive.
can just call it the Benu Gold Spot margarita.
Okay.
It has a fine nib. And it's inked up with Colorverse Cosmic Lime Explosion, which is
Can I just write Cosmic Lime Explosion, or do I have to write Colorverse too?
you can write, no, you can just write Cosmic Lime Explosion. It was the exclusive ink that went with the pen.
Maybe I'm just going to call it Cosmic Lime.
To be fair, my writing is a lot smaller than yours. And so when I did these, my writing for the pen, your writing for the pen.
Yeah, but well, it looks fine.
It does.
And it shows off the ink.
It does.
So.
All right, number 2.
Number 2.
I think you know what this is.
It's a narwhal, and
Okay.
it's got little portholes.
It's a Nautilus.
It's a Nautilus.
It's the titanium version.
It's very heavy.
It is. But it's not the heaviest pen I own.
No, but it's got some weight to it.
And it's got a medium nib.
All right. NaH. Navaler. Nautilus. I'm not sure how to spell Nautilus.
ILUS
ILUS.
is how I've been spelling it.
Titanium?
TI, yep.
TI.
With a medium nib.
What's it inked up with?
It is inked up with Ferris Wheel Press Peter Moss.
FWP.
Which has been a long favorite green ink in my collection.
It has
Yeah.
I like the ME where it's lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like nice.
Yeah, it's got some nice shading to it.
That's the word.
Like it's like you can see it in the swatch. Like it's just
I can't get over the weight of that pen in comparison with the Benu.
Okay.
And then this one feels light as air.
The little baby opus, which is called you can just call it
It's an opus.
it's an opus 88 that they did with gourmet pens. It's called Pocket Freezy. It's got
Nib?
a broad nib. Ferris Wheel Press Ribboning Pond.
Interesting, there's a little bit of feedback in the nib.
Yeah. I like it though.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the ink combo with the pen.
Yeah,
It's
very
very
pretty.
matchy-matchy. Then we have the Pixie.
The Pixie, which you got at Chicago, which I have not tried. Definitely posted.
Definitely posted. I will also say this is a V1 Pixie. The caps have changed.
Oh, okay.
If you noticed, it took a lot of rotations to get that cap off.
Yes.
takes 5 full rotations to get that cap off, which Stephen Brown had issues with.
Oh, really?
He talked about it in his video. And a bunch of other people did. It's because it's annoying to uncap a pen that has that many rotations if you're trying to uncap it quickly to write something down.
Not something I've ever given any thought to at
To be
all.
fair, this is the first pen that I've really noticed it.
Okay.
Where I've gone, it's sort of annoying to uncap this pen.
Well, how many pens to take the lid off the Euphoria? 3.
2.5.
2.5, 3?
2.5, 3. That one takes 5.
Interesting. I wonder why.
And they're rolling out them currently. New models, I think Kate said 1.5.
Okay.
And they're rolling them out in the original models as well. So you're always going to know what a V1 Pixie is, or a first edition Pixie, because their caps are always going to have a bunch of rotations to get them off.
Okay. So are we doing V1?
No, you can just call it Benu Pixie Aqua Glow.
I like this pen. For whatever reason, if you look at my writing
I know.
of the Opus 88 versus this one,
Mm-hmm.
I like this pen a
Well,
lot.
you have a Benu Pixie on your list for pen shows this year.
I do.
I think I've already told Bryce that if we see him at a pen show, you want it.
Thank you. Nib.
It's a medium.
An ink.
It is actually the Kaweco Paradise Blue, and it's just a cartridge.
Really?
Yeah. So you can put it in any of your standard international pens.
Kaweco. What blue? Sorry.
Paradise Blue.
Oh, I quite like that ink. Like the ink, love the pen.
Well, you can put the ink
5.
in any of your standard international stuff.
Cool. I know this. This is Sailor Follow the Mermaid.
It is.
Which you got at the Atlas Sidewalk sale.
Except the nib in it's changed, as you know.
Yeah.
Do you know what nib's in it?
It's either a music or a zoom. But I can't tell which. Like, I'm going to bring this
The markings on the side.
Oh. Probably the other side.
No, I think you were right to start with.
I'm going to have to get a magnifying glass because I can see that there's a little
It's an
mark.
MS music.
Okay. All right.
We've got a loop upstairs that you can have used at pen shows.
Okay. So this is Sailor. Follow the Mermaid. I love this ink. What's the ink?
It's Tasha Light Washed Jeans.
Music. Taccia. What's it called?
Light Washed Jeans.
Light washed jeans.
And you're about to see the downside of people whose hands can sweat.
It's not even, my hand isn't sweating.
Oh, odd, because that's
my
totally
skin
dry.
is completely dry.
Weird.
It's sticky as anything, so I'm like all inked up.
I've been using it in stuff and it's been totally fine, and I tried it, tested it yesterday, and it was dry.
Okay, before we move to the
That's
next pen,
crazy.
the writing experience with this.
Yes.
I could start a rating system, like just of rating these, the ones that I've used so far.
To be fair, I do want to hear once you've gone through everything I've got inked up this month, I would love your ratings of them. Because I think you're going to have opinions.
I always have opinions.
I know you always have opinions.
Of the 5 we've done so far,
yeah,
my favorites are the Benu Pixie and the Sailor.
Okay. Yeah.
100%, these two. All right, let's get. I love how this ink looks. I love the fact that you've put it in this pen. I hate this ink.
Most people hate that ink.
I don't know if the
it's showing up on camera.
If it shows up on camera, but this is just from my hand resting.
And I did those swatches 5 days ago.
5 days ago, and this didn't dry. And this is Endless Regalia paper.
This is Endless Regalia.
And it didn't dry on it?
So I've tested it. I've had blotting paper sitting on it, and nothing's absorbing into blotting paper, which is why I thought your hand was sweating.
No, my hands aren't sweating at all.
Because nothing absorbed into the blotting paper that I left on it. Nothing's on the back of the other page. Like here?
Here?
Nothing's there. So I went...
There's some bleed through, though. Interesting.
I put a lot of ink on the paper. But nothing transferred to the other page, so I thought your hand must have been damp.
Nope.
All right.
This is a Heinz.
It's a Heinz.
Diamond cast.
It's a Heinz E24.
So I could post this by twisting it on,
which
is kind of a neat thing.
It's meant to.
Haha. Makes for a very long pen.
It does.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, I will say because I've got small hands, I don't use it that posted all the time.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
I find the balance off in my hand because my hands are little.
Yep.
But it is a very pretty pen. All
right. So it's a Heinz.
It's a Heinz E24. Also, I haven't used it for a couple days. But it doesn't... The thing I like about it is...
Sorry, did you say E24?
E24 is the pen model, which I figure is what we're going to put down on the paper because it was a prototype pen.
Right.
And so,
Nib?
It is a Matthew Chen Extra Fine Mini Stub. MC.
MC. XF. Mini Stub. And the ink is
BPC, Birmingham Pen Company. Tesla coil.
And I'm a bit afraid that I'm going to smear this. So I'm actually going to try and stay as far away. I might shift my chair over so that I have no chance of coming into contact with that ink.
I'll give you a piece of blotting paper.
I would not write with it posted. It's a little long.
The thing is,
I don't know if the camera's going to pick up, but the feed is now pink from the shimmer in the Tesla coil.
The thing that I'm finding interesting about that ink is that sometimes it does totally dry on a paper.
Okay.
I've been using it in my MD notebooks, no issue.
Right.
But then there are moments like,
blot, blot, blot.
Yeah, just leave the blotting paper there.
Well, yeah, it's sticky.
Yeah, it is now, friends. We've got ink remover.
So not an ink I would ever use.
No. To be fair, I'm using it because it was stupid to put it in this pen, and I am the queen of making stupid decisions. It was stupid to put Tesla coil in a pen that is made of diamond cast resin and Yinmin blue, and I know this is a stupid decision, and I'm doing it anyways.
But I'm going to embrace it.
I'm embracing stupid.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. All right.
I embraced it until I got my hand into it.
Fair enough.
I'm dyed blue.
We've got Private Reserve ink remover in the bathroom.
Yes. I am so looking forward to test driving this. I know it's an architect for your hand.
Yeah.
I know I said that getting an architect nib was gross. I was wrong. Because seeing Annabelle's process for doing an architect nib, is genius.
Honestly, I might get another architect for my 25th birthday.
From Annabelle.
From Annabelle.
I might get an architect.
My birthday present to myself last year was nibs from Matthew.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
I know. My birthday present to myself this year might be getting a broad nib section from Goldspot for that pen, and getting Annabelle to getting a broad or an extra fine. I'm debating. I can't figure out which way I want to go. Part of me wants to go extra fine and turn an extra fine into a very tiny architect.
What's the advantage of that?
The advantage is that it works on any paper.
Okay.
Versus a broad that you really have to use fountain pen friendly paper, which I don't.
Right. Already,
yes,
I have a problem with this pen.
Okay.
I know it's your favorite. Just bear with me.
Okay.
My problem with the pen is how I hold it.
Yeah.
Which has my fingers sitting on top of the clip. And I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really unfortunate. I would like the clip up here so that it's like, on a standard trade show floor pen that, is a freebie giveaway. The clip isn't at the nib section. It's beside the clicky.
Yeah, but a normal trade show floor pen isn't going to leak ink out the nib if left upside down.
Yeah, I get that. I just, I don't know where you could, put this then, but the fact that it is interfering with how I can hold the pen, is irksome.
All right.
Okay. That being said, it is a Pilot Decimo.
It is.
Oh, look at those lines. DECIMO?
Yep.
Wow.
It's a medium architect. And the color is Diamine Bloody Brexit.
So I don't especially like my writing in this. Part of the problem is where the clip is with the pen, that I'm just having to hold the pen oddly.
Yeah.
In a way that isn't comfortable. And the other thing is, this is an architect that was created for you, and you are right-handed and I am left-handed.
Yes.
And so it just doesn't work the same.
And I will also say it was an architect created for me. People can hold my pen.
You hold your pen sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. And it's so the writing looks completely different.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the Decimo. I love the click. I love the way it looks. I just don't find it comfortable to hold.
So really, it's like reversed the way an architect actually writes. Yeah. You're writing a way an architect traditionally writes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Because my hand curves in so much, like,
and I underwrite.
And it didn't pre everything.
I know.
But
it does now.
It does now. Like, I physically can't keep my hand straight when I write.
Do you think that's because you learned to write again using a brush pen?
I don't know if it's that or if it's also just the nerves. Like,
maybe.
Like everything
changed.
Everything changed. And like if I try and write like this, like everything curves in anyways, and so I've just stopped trying to fight it.
Embrace the new normal.
Yep. All right.
Next is, oh, this is Robert's pen.
It is Rob's.
Rob, sorry.
Actually, it might be Robert. Yeah, no, his full name is Robert. It is.
Little octopus.
Yeah, octopus.
Special lid made just for you.
So that I can undo it one-handed. It's a great pen.
Beautiful pen. Is this a diamond cast?
Nope. It's his in-house material.
Oh, it's very sparkly.
It is.
All right. Tell me about the pen.
I've literally just called it Rob's Penworks Custom. Because it doesn't have a name, and he's not making more caps like that, and so he didn't give it a model name.
Penwork Custom nib. Feels like it fine.
It is a fine. Good for you.
Well, it's scratchy.
It's not scratchy.
It's a little bit scratchy. I hear it.
Okay, there's a difference between scratchy and feedback.
Okay.
I can't take you anywhere.
Ink.
It's a custom. It's Sailor Nekoyani and Sailor Blue Black.
Custom blend. 2X Sailor. Because I cannot spell Nakoyami. I refuse. And another purple pen.
Another purple pen. Another Heinz pen.
Another Heinz pen, which has this great opalescent
It's
glow.
It's a Lisa Alden blank.
That's a new name for me.
Just some really cool stuff.
Okay, so just Heinz?
It is a Heinz F24.
They don't give their pens cute names.
These are their model names.
Okay.
Individual pens do have names,
Okay.
but these are their model names because, again, this pen was a one-off and the other was a one-off.
Right.
There's no point in me saying what everything was, because if you're looking for something similar, you're looking for a model.
Right. All right, so F24.
It's got an extra fine mini stub from Matthew.
Matthew Chen. XF mini stub. Ink.
Visconti Orchard in Bloom.
Orchid in Bloom or Orchard?
Orchard. I have been corrected that it is not orchid, it is orchard. So I will go and fix my swatch cards at some point.
It makes more sense that it's orchid in bloom because there's no flower in an orchard that is that color.
Yeah, I agree.
Just saying.
But, you know.
However,
We have
lovely pen.
we have our first duplicate color because this is
It's a Benu.
it's the new Benu Briolette that they've just launched or relaunched
With a
Benu
faceted
Briolets.
lid. Interesting.
Yeah, it's super cool. This is the Amethyst Tide colorway, and I
So can I just
adore
call it
it.
Benu Amethyst Tide?
Yep.
I don't know if I spelled amethyst correctly.
You never spell it correctly. I always have to look it up. It's got a medium nib.
And I think it's Visconti again, is it not?
It is. I've only I very rarely have 2 pens inked up with the same color, and I've got 2 duplicates this month.
There we go. Next is the Colotino.
Look how much it's patinaed.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Nope.
Oh, right. Pull.
Pull.
Post.
Screw little thing back in.
Sorry.
Okay.
Another weighty, weighty pen.
I'm in the middle of switching. I ran out of purple, and so it's in the middle of switching between 2 ink cartridges.
The Colotino. I don't know if people pick up on it. Not only I picked up the ink here, I have transferred it all the way down.
You have.
The Colotino. Nib. Medium?
Medium.
Oh, it's medium Schmidt, isn't it?
It is a medium Schmidt.
Medium.
And it's Kaweco. It was inked with Summer Purple, and it's currently got a Midnight Blue cartridge in it. So we're just sort of transitioning from one to the other.
Summer Purple / Midnight Blue?
Yeah. I'm going to keep the people entertained for a minute if you want to go wash your hand so that you stop dragging blue everywhere.
Well, it's not, I don't see any down there. It's funny how I can see it here.
Yeah.
Nope, we'll just keep going.
Okay.
Next is another Sailor.
It is.
Is this Lilac?
Red
No.
Bean.
Red Bean. Sailor Pro Gear Slim.
Red Bean. Medium nib. And we were actually wrong. I did not ink it up with the ink that comes with it. Because in my opinion, the ink that comes with it is not as good of a match as the ink that I ended up putting in the pen.
Red Bean, medium nib. What's the ink?
AKA MAI.
Is it a Sailor ink?
It's a Sailor ink.
Like Sailor Mano?
It's a new Sailor Mano ink. But I think it's a better match
It is.
than this.
Yeah.
Which is the Red Bean ink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would agree. This is muddier, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory way, or I guess it has more gray in it.
It has more gray in it, which I think goes better with the pen.
More gray or more ash.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure it goes better with the pen.
Yeah.
Oh, Conklin.
Yep.
1898.
Yep.
Big pen with big writing on it to give you big hints.
Yep. But different nib in it.
Okay. Sorry, 1898. What's the nib? Broad?
It's a Julia monoline.
Wow.
Because I filmed my nibs video, so I got to have all the fun stuff out.
It's a great nib.
It is. The other two are in other pens.
Wow.
But I sort of feel like I have to differentiate these days between like fun pens and like work pens.
Yeah.
And so this is my fun pens currently.
This is a fun pen.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the ink?
Yamabudo.
YAMA.
YAMA hyphen
BUDO.
BUDO.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first time writing with Julia's monoline.
Mm-hmm. It's a great time. And it fits. It didn't fit as well in the Esterbrook. For whatever reason, it doesn't fit as well with the Esterbrook size 6 feeds.
Mm-hmm.
But it fit really well with the Conklin and Monteverde feeds.
Okay. This is your platinum.
It is my platinum. I don't know if I've showed off my platinum in a video yet. But I am now the proud owner of a platinum.
Very classic little black dress pen.
It is. It is.
Gold hardware.
Gold hardware. And a non-basic nib.
Very non-basic.
Because, you know, what would I do with a basic nib?
Wow.
I'd get it ground into something fun, like a mini step.
Oh my. Well, if suddenly you can't find this pen, you know who has it.
Suddenly it disappears.
If suddenly it disappears. What is the model of this pen?
It is a 3776.
Nice. Stub. Just stub.
Course. So it's their version of, some people say it's a double broad, some people say it's a triple broad. I think
it
writes,
lays down a lot of ink,
I think
and it is
puts
smooth.
down a lot more ink than any of the double broad nibs I have. Some people also refer to it as the crayon nib.
Crayon?
Yeah.
C-R-A-N?
Yeah. Like, it's...
I don't know what that means.
Like...
Crayon.
Yeah.
Crayon nib.
Yeah.
2 syllables.
Okay. You get what you get.
Oh. So it writes like, yeah, it writes like a...
Because it's called the C nib. It's called C.
Okay.
C or course. And it has...
What's the ink?
Manyo, A-Z-U-K-I.
Sailor Manyo.
Just A-Z-U-K-I.
A-Z-U-K-I. That's a really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of practicality, I don't know how practical it is as a nib. In terms of writing experience and enjoyment,
I don't think Bryce handed it to me for its practicality.
It's an absolute 10
yeah.
for just the joy of writing with it.
Yeah. And that's, again, like these are the
Fun
pens that I'm but they're also like the pens that I'm using day to day. Is it practical for me to take notes with a coarse nib in the kitchen while I'm doing stuff? No. Did I do it? Yes. Did I use the Benu Pixie last night for all my baking conversions because it brought me great joy? Yes.
Well, and it's really fun to write with.
It is. But like all my notes yesterday for baking were written in a music nib. Is that all practical?
No.
No. But it's my life and it's my weird circus.
That's fine. I know this one. This is White Bear.
Yeah.
Pink Pony Club Blank from Papa J Studio.
Yes. The model's an Echo.
Okay, I wouldn't know that. Twist.
It's a twist, yes.
So pretty.
It is. I posted my pictures of it last night, actually. Because I think for the first time in a long time, I actually have a favorite pen, and it's that pen. Because I very rarely have like actual favorites.
White Bear Echo. What's the nib?
It's a medium.
And it says Yuki. Yeah, you can really see the difference in the... there's a huge difference
Yeah.
between them both.
Like, there's not as much of a difference with the Visconti ink in the 2 pens. They
Yeah.
look pretty similar. Those 2, though, massive difference.
Mhm.
And that being said, like, I try not to have the same ink in multiple pens. I've got such a huge ink collection, but sometimes it happens.
I can see why you chose it though. For this one.
No, I really chose
No?
it because we were at Chicago. I hadn't even swatched it.
No, but I think it goes like.
No. Okay, but at the time I inked up the pen,
Oh, we were just inking up.
we were just we literally went up to the room and I grabbed a bottle I knew was pink and I put ink in a pen.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I had to come home and figure out what ink I'd put in said pen.
Right. This is a Platinum Preppy
It is. It's a pull.
pull because it's a student pen.
And yeah.
Fine.
It
Feels like a fine.
Don't know if it's a fine. It's the 03.
03. Nib? What's 03 mean?
That's the nib size.
Okay.
And the color in it is Ferrisville Press Spadina Rose.
Very nice.
It is.
Super fun pen.
It
With
is.
the little flowers on it.
I sort of regret eyedroppering it. It's taking a long time to get through, but whatever.
But it seals. It seals really well.
Seals really well. You know what this is.
This is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Scone.
It is. Well, what nib is in it?
Zoom.
Yeah. I'm like, what other impractical sailor nib do I have currently inked up?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Pro Gear Slim.
I will say, this nib did not come as scone as an option. Neither did Follow the Mermaid come with music as an option.
Yeah.
I've played musical nibs. I've had some swapping of nibs.
Musical nibs like musical chairs.
Musical nibs like musical chairs.
Yes.
I've had some swapping of nibs with friends. I did end up buying a sailor just for the nib.
Oh, that's the one you gave to Maya.
Yeah, which Maya's adoring. Maya's daily driving that pen every day.
Good. What's the ink?
It's Tasha EBI. I picked it up at Chicago this year. I quite like it.
Very good. And finally,
The pen I really regret eyedroppering because it's been eyedroppered since October, but I wanted to like prove a point.
that you can eyedropper a Benu?
Or like, I see, but I've also made progress.
You have.
I've made a considerable amount of progress.
You've used a couple of centimeters worth of ink,
Yes.
but you still have a lot to go.
Still have a lot to go. When you tip the pen this direction though, like it looks like I've used so much ink.
Yeah. All right. This is a Benu.
It's a Benu Euphoria Hot Toddy.
That came with a recipe.
It did. We need to try the recipes.
Well, we're not in hot toddy season.
No, but we should try
We're
it.
in margarita
We
season.
are in margarita season. We
Benu
should try
Hot
the margarita
Toddy.
recipe.
Is it a fine nib? Feels
It is
fine.
a fine.
And the ink is
FWP Russet typecase.
sorry, russet or rustic?
Russet.
RUSSET?
Yep.
There you go. All of your June inked up.
All right.
The inked up fun pens, not the inked up work pens.
Yes. I believe you had a ranking. So where do things fall in your world?
In my world, column 1,
Yep.
still Pixie and Sailor Follow the Mermaid
Okay.
for sure. Column 2, definitely this Colotino.
Okay.
There's something about the Schmidt nibs I quite like.
So Benu is Schmidt nibs as well.
Okay. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay. Yeah. I like the Colotino. I also, it's small, but I like the weight of it.
Yeah.
In the brass.
Yep.
I like the Heinz F24, and part of it is definitely the Matthew Chen nib.
Yeah.
There's nothing not to like about that pen. Loved this one with Julia's monoline. And the platinum.
I feel like, and I talked about this in my video, I overlooked platinum for such a long time, especially that model from Platinum, because it looks so similar to Mont Blanc pens.
Well, it's a very classic, but so many people produce pens that look like this.
But like, even once I had a Mont Blanc pen, like it looks almost identical. It's nearly the same size. But it's such a lovely pen.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay.
All right.
There we go. Your pens.
My pens. Well, thanks for doing my ink samples.
No problem.
All right. I believe you wanted to do.
We can.
Don't want to? Do you want to wash your hand first so you stop getting blue everywhere?
Yes. I'll be back.
All right. The ink soap is on. It's next to the sink.
Take this off.
Cool.
So that people like this.
Do you want me to grab your other pen? Your Heinz?
It's not inked up.
But you can choose a color for it. And I can ink it up while you swatch the other ones.
Okay.
All right. Mom wants to go through her pens as well. So feel free to chat for a minute while I sort of reset my desk. And grab Mom's Heinz pen from over on my other desk. There's a pen. There we go. I was lucky and managed to get the scone when Gold Spot still had one in stock, I want to say. I picked mine up from them and then played musical nibs because I ended up getting mine in a medium. So I just finished filming a nib grinds video. And so I currently have every single specialty nib I own inked up. Or I guess every single nib grind I have inked up, which is so impractical, but also so much fun. The ones that appeared in this video, though, are definitely the ones I've been reaching for the past couple weeks. You might see some more in July.
There we go.
Your hand is less blue?
Yeah, all the residue's gone.
Yeah. No.
That stuff is
That
magic.
stuff is great. Love that stuff. All right, here's your Heinz pen.
Have to choose an ink.
Here are ink options. And then I will, get my hands messy and ink it up quickly.
I like that,
Sure.
but it says it's a sample.
It is, but I've got a couple samples of it.
Oh, I'm falling into the matchy trap. I wasn't going to do that. I was thinking, part of me was thinking gold. I like the gold that you have in Grandpa's pen.
Do you want me to put gold in it?
But it's not a very practical color.
It's not the right gold.
It's not the right gold.
That's the right gold, but I don't have a bottle of it.
And I don't think I want to...
I can put color.
What is that gold, by the way? The one that is Ferris Wheel Press?
Which one?
The one that was so shiny.
Oh yeah, it's
That
a
one.
discontinued Ferris Wheel Press.
Of course it is.
I know,
They
really annoying.
just-
I couldn't get a bottle of it. It's sparkling champagne. I'm really sad I couldn't get a bottle of it because I absolutely adore it.
Oh, I really like that.
I know.
And I would actually put that in this pen.
And Diamine apparently has a good gold, but
Do they?
I can't get the lids off their bottles, and it fucking pisses me
But
off.
I could get the lid off because it
I
would
know.
go in my
I
pen.
know, it just pisses me off.
Oh, so now I don't know if I should ink it up because I like that so much more than...
So put Colorverse in it for now, and at some point we'll go to Wonder Pens and we'll pick up the sparkly gold.
Okay. Will this clean out easily?
Yeah, it's a Colorverse ink.
Yay. Okay, this one.
Cool.
White hole.
Can you pass me the Premium Plus box?
Yes, I can.
I'm going to be really lucky. It's going to be on the top, and I'm not going to be really lucky. Here, do you want to read comments? People are discussing nibs.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
So where are you on the list?
People are discussing impractical nibs. Haha!
Oh, that was quick. Oh, David regrets not picking up the scone pen. I remember when we first saw it. So
Me too.
our background is English, Scottish, and we are a huge fan of the whole scone clotted cream and jam.
Yeah.
So you were pretty happy when you could get that pen.
I was.
What are the impractical nibs everyone has inked up? Lucas has a triple broad.
Ah, shit.
Lucas has a music nib. What is a journaler nib?
It is basically a medium architect,
Oh,
I think.
I'm guessing you didn't mean to put ink on the table.
No,
Oopsie doops.
I did not. But you'll notice we've now added an IKEA desk pad to the table
Yes.
so that I stop dumping
Cheap as
ink on
chips.
this table.
Yep.
Because that was really stressing people out.
What's the filling mechanism?
It's a
Piston.
It's really stressing people out that I was dumping ink on my own very cheap thrift store side table that's my desk. And I was going, really?
It was cheap as chips.
It was like, it already stained with spray paint coffee table or side table we bought. But sure, if that's going to stress you out, I'll put
All
a
right.
cover on my desk if that makes people stop complaining.
Well, it does work very well
It does.
as a desk blotter. Okay,
There you go.
you take this back,
I will. I ink, therefore I am.
which is also another Chicago Pen Show purchase.
It is. It's a great Chicago Pen Show purchase. I love it. All right. Welcome to part 2 of Inked Up. where we are talking about mom's pens because people always ask. And I decided, why not just have her here to talk about her pens if she's already doing my writing samples?
So my daily driver is what we're going to start with. So they're always inked up. Well, this one's newly inked up,
Yes.
but these are what I always have inked up. They get rolled up, they're in my bag. And this is my Pelican Jazz.
Pelican Jazz. And it just gets a blue cartridge
Yeah.
from the Esterbrook coffee cup. We've got a blue cup, we've got a black cup. So its shade of blue is always changing with whatever cartridge you end up grabbing.
But I love it. It's a nib that punches way above its cost.
I would say that all of the Pelican student pens do. And I talked about that this week. Like they all are far better than
their price tag. Like it's amazing. And it has a really nice weight to it. It doesn't feel like a cheap pen.
No. And I was able to find somewhere that still had them in stock. So I did link those in my video.
Oh, great.
House of Fine Writing and the Path System still had the original colors in stock.
So, what colors did it come in?
White, silver, black, and rose gold.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't change the black. I love the black.
No.
Love it, love it. Let's start at the top and make our way down.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Top being closest to you. This is my Navaler Original Plus in quartz.
Yep.
I believe. With a step nib.
Yes.
And the ink is Haha.
It is Haha. And at this point, that pen is very stained.
Yes.
It is a well-loved pen.
It's a well-loved pen, and so the grip was this color.
The grip, the cap.
Yeah. Everything's stained, but that's okay. Oops. Navaler. What did I say it was? Original Plus. With a stub nib. And it's Sailor Haha.
Which is by far your favorite ink. Is it still? We own two bottles of it.
We own 2 bottles of it. I do like it a lot. Is it my favorite? Oh, favorite's a... I don't know. I still really, actually, after doing a quick write-up with all my pens, I kind of have a new favorite as of like 1 o'clock today. And that could change tomorrow. Anyway, this is my new Navaler. It's a Navaler, the colorway is Summer.
Yeah, it's the Voyager. The funny thing is, in the video, I talk about the fact that you are going to end up stealing this pen at some point.
And I did.
It is going to be repurposed into your collection. That video hasn't come out yet.
Uh-oh.
That video comes out in a week.
Okay,
But
well,
in the video,
spoiler alert.
In the video,
I've already stolen it.
I have to put an ink in. I'm putting a teal ink in this pen because I know at some point Mom is going to take this for her collection, and she's not going to like it very much if I put an orange in it. So I color match it for an orange as well, but I put teal in it because that's how much I love you.
Thank you for not putting orange in it.
And I think it lasted in my collection for maybe 2 hours after I filmed that video before it disappeared.
Do not apologize for sneaking this one out. I love it. It reminds me of Paul Gauguin moved to Tahiti and has paintings that are in these intense, rich colors. And from the moment I saw this colorway, I wanted it.
I know.
So, Navaler, sorry, what's it called again?
It's called the Voyager.
At some point, I'll remember the brand, the make. No, I know the make, I don't know the model.
That's fair.
Voyager. No surprise, it has a stub nib. What ink is in it, Annie?
That's a
Besides it being teal.
Leonardo S.
Hold on. Leonardo. Do you want to look it up later?
1 second, I have it up on my laptop. SMER.
Sorry, SNER?
SMERALDO.
I'm still going to ask you. Did you say M or N?
That's correct.
Smeraldo?
Yep.
Okay, well that's... Maybe it means something in Italian. All right, let's take the new Heinz pen for a spin.
I have to switch mics.
Do you?
Yeah. This receiver's flashing at us. So.
Okay. Can I just keep going?
Nope.
That one over.
All right. It seems happy now.
Okay. So this was my Heinz pen from the Chicago Pen Show.
It was.
Heinz. Do you know the model number?
I have it somewhere. Un momento.
And it
In
is
stock. Currently available.
a stub nib. I find this ink, I love the nib. I'm finding the ink. This, I think, as far as inks go, would be as pale as I would ever go.
Yeah. I know it's a pen and photograph for Heinz.
Yes.
It's a B24. There's your pen. Look how pretty it is.
Oh my goodness. That's on the website.
It is. So if you go to Heinz right now and are shopping for pens, you'll notice that like some of the pictures might look familiar to what you've seen on Instagram.
Because you spent a lot of time
I did.
at the Chicago Pen Show photographing Heinz pens.
I did. A lot of time after hours.
Yeah. You have to remind me what this color is.
Colorverse White Hole.
Right.
I find that ink is very paper dependent. So on some papers, it'll be a lot darker.
You know what I love?
What?
You inked it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I know because it's a piston, you had to put it in. Like it's writes beautifully from the get-go.
Yeah. Please cap it. Yeah.
I will.
I was like, oh.
I will. Of course, I'm going to cap it properly. Let's take the two that are on top, and then we'll do the ones in the sleeves. So this is a Sailor Pro Gear.
It is.
Angel's Delight.
It is.
With a very bold ink in it.
Yes. It's got Yamabuto in it.
And it's a 21K nib.
It is.
21K. Is that a fine? It looks fine.
It's a medium hard.
Really?
Yep.
There we go. Also from the Chicago Pen Show. And Sailor 911L.
Mm-hmm.
Also from the Chicago Pen Show.
1911.
1911? Sorry, what did I call it?
9/11.
9/11.
I was like, we're missing a number somewhere.
Yeah.
But I need to figure out where.
Sailor 1911L. This is the Fountain Pen Hospital.
Fountain Pen Hospital. Blue Moon.
LE80 Blue Moon.
And it has
The ink.
If you one guess, it's already on the page.
It's ha ha.
It is ha.
Oh, that's fun. Where the two
Yeah,
letters
I
touched,
saw
we've
that.
just got this
You've
nice
got
little
this-
bleed
yeah.
going on. Yay, water-based ink.
Yamabuto is still wet.
Yep. Ah, here we go.
So this is a fun pen because this pen, the nib in it has been a stub for a while, but the ink in it has changed a couple times.
Yes.
For a long time, it was Stroke of Midnight from Ferris Wheel Press. And then it recently, I mean in the fall, it changed. And I like the new ink you've got in it.
I can't tell you what the new ink is. Oh, this is Chicago 2024, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's sparkly.
Mystic Mountain.
Colorverse.
Colorverse.
And I like
And this is my new favorite ink for today.
like it's just there's something so pretty about that ink.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was playing with it, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but wow. When you tilt the paper, you just
Yeah.
get
And like
all the
Stroke
sparkle
of
fun.
Midnight is super pretty. Like
Yes.
it's a
But it's
sheening
not,
blue
it
black.
doesn't have the pop that this does.
No, it doesn't have the pink.
No.
I do though want to put. I think Stroke of Midnight would. Bryce would probably hate me.
In the platinum? That's what I was thinking. That was the first pen my brain went to. Out of your fun pens,
I'm like,
I would
it would
totally
be
put
so much fun in the platinum, and I'm sitting here going, "Oh, Bryce would hate me."
Why?
Oh, because
It would, like the sparkle would just,
no,
Oh,
we
they don't
had
like
that whole
sparkle.
discussion about. I would say the number one thing we learned from pen people this year is how many brand dealers hate shimmer inks, even if they rep shimmer inks, because they get the most repair and warranty things about shimmer
inks.
and feed issues and nib
Well,
issues.
doesn't it depend on the quality of the ink itself, of the
In some cases, but it also like sometimes shimmer. Like I have a feed that's been sitting in water and pen flush
yeah.
for days and days and days.
What ink was in it?
I don't know. I got it secondhand.
Oh, okay.
So I might
Right.
just give up and buy a new nib and feed.
Right.
I probably will. At this point, it's not worth my time because it's not getting any better.
So that's my Kaweco Sport in aluminum, which I consider to be the Airstream of pens.
I'd say
Little
that's fitting. Little Airstream.
And clearly I have a type when it comes to Kaweco Sports, because this is the Kaweco Sport in brass.
Yeah.
Which is also patinaed beautifully. You can really see from the clip.
Well, the clip was, you got a gold clip on that.
Yeah, but still, it was closer to this
It
color
was.
when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's
And it's almost a year.
patinaed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of weight, it's a little bit lighter than the Colotino
Yeah,
postage.
it comes in, I think that one is 43 grams, and the Colotino is 68.
Oh, so, okay, I thought they were closer in weight than that. That's a big difference. So this is what nib is this?
It's a medium.
Yeah, I don't like it as much as the stub. Medium, and this is Chicago 2024
It is.
show ink. Do you know who made the ink?
Andrellium.
Okay. It is a, well, oh, I just smudged it.
Yeah, it does take a
but I would
second to
say
dry.
it's a true blue black.
It is a true blue black. And I would say it is my favorite blue black.
Yeah.
I do really like their blue black. Like Sailor blue black is still my most used blue black.
Okay.
Because it's cheap. And I can always, like a new bottle.
Well, and this was a show ink,
It's a show
so you
ink.
can't just
So
pick it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up is a Esterbrook JR with a stub nib.
Yes, and this is not an Esterbrook stub nib. This is a, I want to say this is a Gin House stub nib I bought off Amazon, and it just so happened to fit in the pen.
It seems too much of a commitment to rate the Gin House part because we're
Yeah.
not 100% sure if it's a Gin House. So I'm just going to say it's a stub.
It's a very nice stub.
It is. Stub nib. I cannot remember what ink this is.
It is Royal Rhubarb from Ferrisville Press.
I like this nib so much, I'm actually going to do it. Just
It is.
a gorgeous, gorgeous nib. I love that so much.
Yeah, it is a Gin House stub. Because you wanted a stub for it, we couldn't get a stub from Esterbrook in it, and so I decided to see if a cheap Amazon stub would fit, and it did.
And it did, and it writes beautifully.
It does.
And I know it's a different color than the hardware on the pen, but I don't care.
Yeah. I would say these days, like, I don't care as much about nibs and hardware matching. Mostly
Yeah.
I care, like, about how the nib writes.
Yep. And finally, my Esterbrook Esty in Gold Rush Green.
Mm-hmm. This was your Christmas present to yourself.
It was. And diamond cast resin. Absolutely love it.
I like your theme with diamond cast pens. Your diamond cast pens are so colorful, and my diamond cast pens are so subdued and plain. Mine are single colors, and yours are, here's tie-dye on a pen.
Well, I think of them as jewelry.
Fair enough.
Um,
I will say, I did end up looking at diamond cast blanks from Mackenzie Penworks after this pen. And I remember, like, there is one that I'm absolutely obsessed with, so I might have to talk to Francisco.
It's Warringal.
It is Warringal.
Robinson Crusoe.
It is Robinson Crusoe. I like that nearly every pen.
Is there an E on the end of Robinson Crusoe?
There is. And Warringal spelled wrong, but
Yeah.
whatever. I like that nearly every pen is. This is a discontinued colorway. This is still available. This is still available. This is still available. This was a limited release and isn't available. This was limited edition. This is still available. This is still available. This is like sort of still available, but was technically discontinued 3 years ago. And this was limited edition.
Well, so some of them are still out there.
Some of them are still out there. And then some of them are like crazy low limited editions.
Yeah. But that's all right.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fun collection of what you've currently got inked up.
Well, and
it's a very, I like how your color palette can, like, mine is so all over the place and yours is like
really not
teal, turquoise, and,
dark red, like dark red maroon.
dark reddy pink.
Yep. But that's okay. And I know clearly I lean heavily towards stub nibs.
Yes.
And of my non-stub
Mhm.
nibs, the Pelican Jazz is my
Mhm.
favorite.
I know.
I mean, the two 21 karat gold nibs, I'm still getting used to them.
Yeah, because with 21 karat gold, like, you've got to have a lighter hand.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I have a heavy hand when I write.
You have a heavier hand because, like, if you look, there's like weight. You flex. You flex nibs that aren't meant to be flexed.
Oopsie doopsie.
Like, you've got line variation.
Yeah.
These nibs aren't supposed to have line variation.
My least favorite pen?
Yeah.
Nib? Sorry, my least favorite nib. I have to be very specific because I really like all of these pens.
Yes.
But my least favorite nib is the Kaweco Sport Medium.
So we can switch it out. I've got to, like...
Put it under the camera so that this is what she's offering me.
There are Kaweco nibs in here.
Oh, cool.
I don't know that I've got any stubs, but I've got some
it doesn't
broads,
have to be a
double
stub.
Broads.
It doesn't have to be a stub. I'd like to
There's a double broad.
test drive a couple of them.
Got a double broad. Yeah, no, like Nib World.
Nib World. Okay.
Nib World and an old Pyrex dish.
Okay, so this is my June inked up.
Yeah.
And it will be my July inked up.
And probably your August.
And September. Because I'm just not going to switch things out.
It might change for September's your birthday.
Okay, so yeah.
You might.
I might change something.
Change something.
But I'm pretty content with all those colors. The one that I'm probably going to change is the Heinz. Just looking at it, white hole isn't going to last.
No. I think as soon as we get a sparkly gold, you're probably going to put
a gold into it.
We just need to find
because it will seal. It will seal really well.
Yeah.
So there's no concern about it gunging up.
No.
Anyway, there we go.
There we go.
June nibs.
Thanks for doing writing samples.
No problem. My pleasure.
Thanks for hanging out today and watching. And this will be turned around and edited in some shape or form for Wednesday's video.
Great.
Thanks for hanging out on this fabulous Saturday. And I hope you have a good rest of your weekend.